What's up, LIU Post? Today we're going to walk around campus and talk to some students about their opinions on online dating applications such as Tinder. Let's go see what we got. I'm Zach. I'm sitting here with
John.
Emil.
Emil and
Joey.
Amy and
Dan.
Brandon Cheney.
Caroline! Petula! Oh, this is the squad. Come on.
What is this about?
all right. To answer her question, this is about Tinder, and we are discussing the phenomenon that is Tinder. What are your views on Tinder? I'm going to start with you, Caroline.
Well, I personally don't use it, but I heard a lot of people do and they like it. But a lot of bad things can happen there too.
A lot of bad things. Now, would you care to elaborate?
Well, I don't know in like personal references, but
Not personal, just anything you can think of.
I follow Tinder Nightmares on Instagram and I see a lot of bad shit.
Personally, I don't use it, and I used to have it, but I never really liked it because it kind of freaked me out, honestly. I figured I would never actually meet someone on it if I didn't know them prior, so I think it's kind of stupid. If you want to hook up with somebody, just go up to somebody.
I think it's very stupid. I've never used it myself. All I know is swipe left, swipe right. If you both swipe together, you'll feel all right, or something like that.
I used it for the first 2 weeks and then I got bored.
You got bored of it. How about you?
I had it like 2 years ago or something, but not since that.
Now, how'd that work out for you guys?
Not well.
Not well. How about you?
It was okay.
I think it's a great app, you know, for meet other people, but I personally don't use it because it's a little weird to me. I mean, I would definitely meet a girl on there if she was like good looking, but I don't know. It's kind of sketchy. You never know who you're gonna meet on there.
Well, it's a very good place to meet someone new, and also to meet someone outside the school.
It's like not as human because you're just swiping, but I think it's good for people who are like don't have the guts to say things to people in real life. So I guess it like could work, but I don't think it's like a bad thing. I just think it's where we're going.
Yes, I am currently on Tinder.
And how is your success rate? What's the ratio from failure to hook up to relationships? Have you found Mrs. Right, your future ex-wife?
I think it's here to stay. There's a lot of desperate people out there, so
That's
No,
good.
I disagree.
I think Elisa should check it out.
No, I think that it's a little creepy, to be honest.
Yeah, it could definitely be people that take advantage of other people's pictures and so on. So yeah, there's always a risk about it.
So far, it seems like Tinder has a lot of mixed opinions. A lot of people are for it, a lot of people are for against it. So, hey, Janelle, you mind taking a couple seconds out and talking to us about Tinder?
Well, I think Tinder is it's a great platform for people to meet other people. Personally, I wouldn't use it, but that's just me.
So Zach, what do you think about Tinder?
Tinder, I have my own opinion on it. I think it's the road less traveled, but I like Tinder. I think it's a good way to meet people. In this day and age, you're not going to find a lot of ways to meet people. It's not like the days of yesteryear where you could just walk around and meet somebody on the subway. Everybody's wearing headphones. It's hard to talk to people. There's not a lot of human interaction, so you got to make your own.
I think it's here to stay on a broader spectrum because people have very busy schedules. You know, they really don't have time to go out to places and socialize. I think technology is kind of a convenient way for people to meet each other and to talk, and that's like a new way of socializing for them.
Right. And how about you? What do you think? Do you think it's going to stay, or do you think it's on its way out, or is it just going to keep going up and up?
I don't know about Tinder, but something similar will always be there, like some of these new dating applications and all that. So not probably Tinder, but something similar, yeah.
I think it's definitely going to evolve. It already is, right? They're charging people soon. I heard they're charging people in Europe already, and I think it's definitely going to turn into like future prostitution, honestly, if it isn't already.
What's the deal? What do we?
Definitely kissing action.
Mouth to mouth?
Yeah, no way I'm wiping up a person from Tinder.
No, I don't believe that you're gonna meet your future wife on Tinder. I don't believe that, and I do believe that it is dangerous, but it's also been a problem that's been around long before Tinder. Ever since we had AOL screen names and stuff like that. I believe that it was dangerous. You don't really know who you were meeting or who you were talking to.
Actually, my best friend met up with someone from Tinder, and he ended up actually stalking her to the point where he even came to the school and like became a student here because he wanted to go to school with her, and they met once and she stopped talking to him, and then 2 months later he was like, oh, by the way, I go to Post.
Okay, so one of my buddies, he met this girl, and he was talking to her, whatever, and he convinced her to do his homework and his whole like 10-page project for I don't know, sexual favors or something like that.
My girlfriend's sister, she's 19, she actually goes here, and a buddy of mine actually accidentally found her on Tinder.
Accidentally?
Yeah. Well, you can't purposely find people on Tinder, can you? I don't know about Tinder.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
How about you? How about you? How do you feel about Tinder?
I'm a big fan.
Yeah?
Huge fan.
Do you use it a lot?
Not a lot, but
No?
enough to get my use out of it.
So which way is the good swipe? Left or right?
Right's the good swipe, and you gotta also be mindful of the first thing you say is pretty much the, you never forget a first impression, so to speak, so you gotta make it count. Make that thing stick.
So what's your percentage on Tinder?
I'm batting like a 2 for 1,000. But,
two for 1,000, all right.
Those two are keepers.
Hey, this is Will subbing in for Zach Servino over here, and we have a couple questions for Miss Kathy Dalton, one of the professors at LIU Post, about Tinder. So, do you know what Tinder is?
Kindling or fire?
You would think so, but no, actually it's an online application that is used similar to social media on, all basic smartphones, and it's basically you swipe one way, you swipe the other way if you like or are attracted to these people, and if they swipe the same way, then you'll get their contact information. So would you ever use something like this?
I don't really know.
Have you ever?
I'm not single.
Have you ever? Well, if say you were, have you ever used an online dating platform before?
No, I have not.
Do you know people who do?
No, I'm that old.
Well, you understand the concept though. With this concept, do you think it's something smart, especially for young women?
Well, I'm not sure if it's a smart option for young women, but I guess it's an easier form of meeting other people than actually having to meet them in person first.
From what you've heard about it so far, would you say you would think it's more of a love or a lust?
Oh, it's
platform?
definitely not a love thing. I mean, I think even like a lust platform, it's kind of weird because it's a picture of somebody, and most of the times you see a picture of somebody, you're like, meh. But then if you meet them in person, it's a lot more like there's no chemistry in a photograph.
Right.
There you have it, LIU Post. We got a lot of different opinions on the online dating phenomenon known as Tinder. We got some for it, some against it, but all in all, we got a pretty good gauge on what goes on behind the minds of the users.